Hi, this is Jennifer with Susie's Woolworks in Bandera, Texas. This is also the home of Bandera Fiber and Arts Week, as well as the Sheepwalk Fiber Art Studio and Farm. At the farm, we raise 20 sheep for now. Some of them heritage, such as Shetland, and some of them are Suffolk and Suffolk crosses. We also work with farms to get Rambouillet and Rambouillet crosses. Our favorite shearers are Right Choice Shearing, and they've been with us for 3 years. They help us get our sheep taken care of every year, sometimes twice for the Leicesters, and from there we take those fleeces and skirt them and get them sorted based on what we want for an end product. So for me, I want rug yarn, I want roving to spin, as well as end product yarn to sell. If you study this list, you will see that there are so many different elements of a mill. Not everything is for wool, and most of it can be used for alpaca and llama. And we will explain the differences in a second. We start with a tumbler that helps us get rid of the debris, the vegetation, anything that our fingers can't pick out. From there, you're going to scour the fleece, sometimes twice if it's wool, and it helps to get all of that extra junk out. And it does not felt, and it does not tangle. There, you're going to go to the drying racks, and the drying racks are important because the next step is my favorite, the picker. The picker actually will take your fiber and it opens up those locks and creates clouds. The clouds are really important, especially when you want to go to the carder. An open lock is a happy lock. So from here, alpaca and llama will go to what's called a separator. The separator is very important because it helps to dehair. The last thing you want is a scratchy yarn. So what happens is it dehairs, and then we take it to the carder. And the carder is the magic worker here. It can do 3 things. It can create bats, which are basically great for quilting. It can create sliver, which is either for spinning or for preparing for spinning on the big spinners, so hand spinning or the machine spinning. Or you can make rug yarn. But let's just look at the sliver. The sliver is going to go to the draw frame, and in the draw frame, it's going to try and get it as even as possible before it goes to the spinner. The spinner is going to be set for a gauge. This is set for fingering, and fingering can be turned into sport depending on how often you ply it. But as Stacy said, you don't really feel it until it comes off the spinner and you get to that plying stage. It's not like spinning on a wheel. When you spin on a wheel, you can actually control your outcome a lot differently. When it's on a machine, it's all up to the machine to do what it's supposed to be doing. This is the plier and the steamer, and this is actually the skein winder. So if you're taking it to that level where you're going to have it for resale, this is the place you want to go. It's ready. If you have it on the cones, the weavers love it. There's a skeined version of it. There's a rug yarn, which again is one of my faves right now. It's a great way to take your sides and your coarser fibers and make use of them. So here we are showing examples of finished product, ideas of how you can use the leftover fibers, ideas of how you can create with your rug yarn. This is a process using wet felting and needle felting. And as you can see, with a little time and patience, you can actually create some beautiful pieces. I hope you enjoyed this journey with me. I know it's brief, but it gives you an overview of what a mill does and what's possible. So before you throw your wool fleece or your alpaca and llama out in the garden as waste, we want you to think about everything that you can do with your wool. And we hope you enjoyed the rest of the day.